Hi, 1 Hour Smart Home here, and today I'm going to review the Sonos Roam, which is Sonos's latest portable speaker. So I've been testing this out for a couple weeks and just getting the feel for this device, and I will say I really like this. Now, what's unique about the Sonos Roam is that this is portable, so it's completely battery powered. It's got a 10-hour rechargeable battery here, and it connects either via Bluetooth or via Wi-Fi if you've got it in your home. So because it connects via Bluetooth, you can take this anywhere with you, let's say a picnic, to the beach, or camping, and you're gonna be able to connect it to your phone, have 10 hours of runtime on this, and play music. Now, when it's in your home, it can also just connect to Wi-Fi and be used like any of the other Sonos speakers, where you can just stream Wi-Fi music to it, and you can have it connected to other Sonos speakers within your audio group within your home. So if you want to have all your Sonos speakers streaming the same music throughout your home, you could do that with the Sonos Roam and any of the other Sonos speakers, or you can have different audio in different rooms if you want that as well. Now, the most surprising thing to me about the Sonos Roam when I got this is that I thought it was really small. It's about 6 inches long and maybe 2.5 or 3 inches in diameter here, and it's kind of a triangle shape, as you can see. But there was no way that I thought this would sound as good as it does for its small size. It weighs in right about a pound. So it's got one tweeter and one mid-range woofer. And I think what's really unique about this speaker when you compare it to other speakers in the same range or size space is that there is no distortion on it. The sound doesn't get crackly when you turn up the volume. So this is fairly loud, and you're going to notice that you can really turn this up and get pretty good audio. So if you are at the pool or maybe you're camping and you want to listen to music, you can get this thing pretty loud. Now, the one disadvantage is that it is a little bit directional. You can see that the speaker is right here on the front really, and then the back side is really just plastic. So unlike some of the other speakers which bounce sound around the room maybe a little bit better, this is just somewhat limited by the constraints of size. However, I think this is the perfect size because you can throw this in a backpack or a travel bag and it takes up no room, or you can throw it in a cup holder and you can go with this. So I think even though it's a little bit smaller, the sound quality is way better than what you would expect from a speaker of this size, and it's much louder than you would expect from a speaker of this size. The low range and the high range and mid range all sound really good. So if you've got a lot of low range in your song or whatever you're listening to, you're still gonna hear that with the Sonos Roam. It's got that good audio quality at all ranges of the sound spectrum. So something I think pretty unique there. So the Sonos Roam has a ton of features and a ton of value built in. And speaking of value, if you value this content, please go ahead, take a moment, subscribe, give us that thumbs up, and you can check out any of our other reviews in the description below. Now, as far as control goes, it does stick with the traditional buttons that Sonos typically has on their speakers. It's got a play pause button, volume up or down, a power button. And then also what's unique about this is it does have a microphone built in, so it's compatible with Alexa or Google Home voice assistants. You can just load Alexa or Google Home onto either one of these and then use it essentially just like an Alexa device or Google Home device if you want to do that. So you can do that right in the app. So it's got a microphone right here on the top that allows you to have that voice assistant capability. Now, the microphone is also used for something else. It's used for Sonos TruePlay tuning. And Sonos TruePlay tuning has been around for a while, and I have always really liked that feature. But in the past, you used a cell phone to TruePlay tune your speaker to a room. So it used your iPhone microphone to record the sound, and make adjustments to the speaker, and tune it in real time. Now, with the Sonos Roam, because the microphone's built in, you don't need to use your iPhone to do that. It's taking real-time feedback from the speaker in whatever room it is when you have that TruePlay tuning enabled, and it's going to tune it to the room and space that you're using. So I think that's really neat that it has that microphone built in and uses TruePlay, especially because you could move this around your house and then it's going to automatically TruePlay to the room that you've got it in. So I think a really neat feature. built in there with the Sonos Roam with a microphone that serves a dual purpose for a voice assistant, but also true play tuning to give you better audio quality. It's also compatible with Apple AirPlay 2, which means that you're going to be able to AirPlay straight from your iPhone to the Sonos speaker. Now, you can also just use the Sonos app on your iPhone. Same thing on Android. You can use the Sonos app. And that's probably one of my favorite things about the Sonos ecosystem in general. The app is super easy to use for Sonos. It's really intuitive. If you just want to listen to music or find your playlist and go through there or connect your different streaming services, I typically use Spotify, but it's got all the major popular streaming services on there. Amazon Music is on there as well. And it's just a simple interface and easy to use. You give someone the Sonos app, they're going to be able to figure it out in a minute or two, even if they have never used a Sonos device before. So I think that's one of the selling points of this Sonos Roam when you compare it to some of the other options out there that maybe don't have the same app ecosystem or functionality as Sonos type speakers. Now, that's one of the other features I really like about it, is that it does work with all those other Sonos products. But in addition to that, you can also pair this, even if you've got it in Bluetooth mode, with another Sonos Roam speaker so that you can have stereo speakers or semi-surround sound with the Sonos Roam. So let's say you're camping and you want to have even more sound, you can pair this with another Sonos Roam and they can both be streaming the same music, and then you're going to get even better sound quality out of that setup. So kind of neat that you can pair this to another Roam speaker. And some of the other competing speakers in this space also have that same functionality. So it's nice that Sonos carried that over, that you can pair these even if you're using them in Bluetooth remotely, if you want to up your sound wherever you're at. And if you're using the Sonos Roam on the go, what's really nice, it's got that 10 hours of battery life and it's a completely rechargeable battery. And there's two ways that you can charge it. So it's got just a standard charging port here on the back. It comes with an adapter for that, and you can just plug it into a power adapter and get that charged up. But what I really like, and if you are considering this, I would recommend, is the Sonos magnetic charging base. Now, it's kind of pricey. I think it's somewhere around $70. The speaker itself is $169, so it's not a cheap package by any means. However, what's really nice about this is that you can put this on the desk and just set it down and it's going to start automatically charging, and then when you go, you just take it, it's all charged up, and you come back from your trip, you put it right there. So really then it serves as a dual purpose speaker because you can use it as a voice assistant, you could use it as a standalone speaker within your home to stream music, let's say at a desk or maybe a guest bedroom. And then when you want to take it, you just take it off the charger and go about your day. So I really do like this setup with the charger. Now you could go through just plugging it in whenever you wanted to charge it, or leave it plugged in so it's charging. However, the convenience, I think, of the charging base is really worth it. Now, they say it will actually work with other wireless charging bases, so you could go ahead and try that out and see if it does the wireless charging. But this does have a magnet in it that kind of keeps it real stable, and it's rubberized, so it doesn't really move around. Plus, this just looks really clean when it's on your desk. It kind of looks like it's all one speaker, and you really wouldn't even know that this is a portable speaker when you've got it on the base there, just because it lines up so good. It's got a little shape to it that actually aligns the speaker on there a little bit and keeps it where you want it to be. So overall, I have really liked the Sonos Roam. Now, it does come at a higher price point, but for that higher price point, you really do get great audio quality and you get great sound in both the low and high ranges. You also get the portability factor. So if you were considering, let's say, a Sonos One and you don't have any Sonos speakers, I would maybe go with the Sonos Roam. It's not going to sound quite as good as the Sonos One, especially in a big room. The Sonos Ones really fill the sound in a room pretty well. But this does give you the function of being able to take it with you. So you can take this wherever you want. Where the Sonos One, you really can't take it with you on a camping trip or to go over to a friend's house and listen to music or whatever you're going to do. So this is really nice from that standpoint that you've got the dual functionality of it. It is a little bit less than the Sonos Ones typically, but then once you consider buying the charger, it goes over the price of a Sonos One. So something to consider there if you are considering get your first Sonos speaker. you could maybe go with this over a Sonos One because it's going to give you more functionality. Or maybe you've already got some Sonos speakers and you want to add one to another room. Well, this would be perfect for like a guest room to have some kind of Sonos in there, but then you also have the functionality to take it with you. So overall, I really do like this speaker. I do think it's got a lot of value built in. And if you don't have a Sonos system already, maybe it's not as valuable to you if you're looking at competing options for portable, rechargeable wireless speakers. There's some that have longer battery lives. There's some that are bigger. There's some that maybe sound just a little bit better. But if you've already got a Sonos system and you want everything to kind of function as one, this gives you that option, which really Sonos didn't have before. They had the Sonos Move, but the Sonos Move wasn't something that you're going to throw in a travel bag and go with. Like, I would take this on a trip and you could travel with this no problem. It's like the size of a water bottle or maybe even smaller. So you could really just put this wherever you want. It also is IP67 rated, so that means that it is semi-waterproof. I'm not going to throw it in a pool or anything like that, but it says it's rated for 30 minutes up to 1 meter submerged, so that is nice. And it is semi-drop proof. Once again, I wouldn't be throwing this on the concrete, but I don't think it's going to break after a drop or two from, let's say, 3 or 4 feet when you're holding it and you accidentally drop it. You may get scratched up, but it should still function according to those ratings. So thank you for watching this video on the Sonos Roam. Please go ahead, give us that thumbs up, subscribe, and click any of the links below if you want to support us. Thank you.